Traditional economy, market economy, or command economy. So talk about yourselves for a minute or so. Or you already decided, I believe, haven't you?
Yeah, I think
We decided.
Oh, wait, no,
Decided.
no,
We're ready.
Ready to vote. Okay. So let's go around. We'll go around the groups and ask you. Okay. So military leaders, what kind of economy? Market. Rural family. What kind of economy?
Who?
What kind of economy? Rural family.
We want a command economy.
Stalinist. Okay. Religious leaders.
Well, yeah, traditional economy is based on like beliefs and
Okay.
stuff.
A people.
market.
U people. Or. Business owners,
We would like a market economy.
market economy. Did I forget anybody?
We are the market economy because we want goods we produce in the market.
Okay, so it looks like market economy has an overwhelming 5 to single us on everybody else. So we have a parliamentary democracy, working market economy, and what kind of, so was it unitary or federal? Federal. Okay. So, now you got those 3 decisions. So, who will have the power in the new country? Having that kind of system. What do you guys think? What's a federal economy, or federal country have?
Lawmakers will have the power.
Right.
So we're a parliamentary democracy.
Will the minorities' rights be protected in the federal system of government? How?
Yeah.
Okay, I get you. How?
Like regional governments have a bit of power so they can like fight the minorities and stuff.
Okay, so would like the A people and new people and U people, could they have their own localized governments?
Yeah.
So they could be protected, they could protect their own stuff, their own resources?
Mm-hmm.
What else the rest of you guys think? Just Connor. Come on, guys. Will a federal government and market economy work together? What do you guys think?
Yes, I think so,
Why?
because there's enough regulation that, workers aren't kind of undermined, but enough, so that like, give enough powers among the people that the economy can still grow.
Does the federal government give enough checks on the federal government, is there checks and balances involved there?
Yes.
I mean, does the state governments, granted, the United States is a little different now, but let's say when the United States was originally founded, isn't the state government somewhat of a check on the national government's power? Because all the power is centralized, right?
Yes.
Okay, what factors made why is the federal government a better way of going than, let's say, a unitary government? gonna ask Connor because his had his hand up, but I'd like to have someone else answer the question. All right, Connor.
The federal, the power is divided among the people, so it won't be just like if just one group gets all the power, that won't be fair to the rest of the people. So like if just the military guys got the power, it'd be a very military-driven country. So the federal government, I think everyone gets a bit more of a say.
What do you guys, who are the two tribes, what do you guys think about, why would you go for a federal government versus, say, a confederal government? What makes one better than the other? Or does it?
I don't know, probably because, you know, like as tribes, the system is, like a federal system will not make us relevant enough, or because we're not populous enough to be as like big of a state as other locations of the country, while a centralized government also wouldn't really work for us because we don't necessarily have the votes to get into power to begin with. So a federal system is enough of a balance between someone looking out for everyone and not the complete majority system.
Is there like equal power in the federal system, like say in our country? I mean, like, let's say California has the most population, while Wyoming has the least amount of population. Is there anywhere in the government that they have equal power?
Yes, in the Senate.
Right, the Senate. So would that help protect the rights of, let's say, a minority group?
Yes, very much.
Okay. Do you think this is what countries go through when they form new countries today? Something like what you guys did? Yeah. Did they have to make compromises on what kind of government they wanted?
I think unless there's like some one crazy group that like almost acted like a dictator, I think there was some compromise that we had to give and take.
It's really interesting. I don't know. Do you guys are really young? But there used to be a TV show called The West Wing on TV, and one of the characters made a comment once. It says because the new country's being developed, and they told him, don't copy us. Don't copy our system of government. Because almost every country that's copied our system of government has become a dictatorship. Because of the strong president. He says to copy like the British system, the parliamentary system. So I found that interesting. Instead of have that kind of system, not our presidential system. So we're like one of the few successful presidential systems there are, I guess. What would be different if a country's going through this today? Do you think? What do you think? Do you think it should just be when you're going through the votes? How about this? Because how many groups there were? Like 6 groups, 8 groups? What do you guys think? Should it have been like who got the most votes or who got the majority votes? Should that have been the decision on, let's say, type of government? And anyone can answer this one. You don't even need the notes on this. This is
Majority.
the majority. So we should have like taken the top. If there was no 50+1, should we take the top 2 and run it again? What do you guys think?
Yeah.
What do you think in our system of government, like when people get elected at any election, at least at the national level, we don't do that. We get the person who gets the most votes, not the person who gets the majority votes wins. What do you think about that? Do you think that's right or not? Do you understand what that means?
No.
You got candidate A, B, C, and D. Candidate A gets 40% of the vote. Candidate B gets 30%. Candidate C gets 20%. Candidate D gets 10%. In our system of government, who wins the vote? A. Did he win the majority of the vote? No. There's 60% of the people are voting against him. There's more people voting against him than for him. He didn't win the majority of the vote. More people are against that candidate than they are for him. So really, should he be the representative? Is that the majority rule? But that's the way we do it. Is that right? I mean, that's a question you should need to think about.
Well, how would you do it otherwise if you had more than?
Okay, what you do is you probably take the top two and have a runoff election. That's what some people say.
Well, B is tied with C and D.
Yeah, but these 30 votes would be distributed between those two people. Or what you do, or another way they said to do is you rank the votes, you rank the people. Like this is my first choice, and this is my second choice, or something. That's another way of doing it. Okay. What do you guys think about this? What do you guys learn from this exercise? Connor.
That they can take a lot of compromise form or do like government in the country.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
Now, does anybody else learn anything in this class except for Connor? Or Danny? No one else has learned anything in this class. I'm that bad of a teacher.
I've learned. What?
But you learned.
Learned a lot.
What?
I just learned about the majority vote.
Okay. All right. Okay. You learn what a federal government is, right? Okay. Thank you. Yo, yes.
Oh, how like most other countries try to copy our government and then it never works for them.
Yeah. Very few countries are federal governments, but a lot of them are presidential governments, and they don't work. But there's only a few federal governments, which I could tell the other day: Canada, Germany, Mexico, Australia. Very few. Brazil. Yes. Amy?
This is a general question. Have any countries actually even conceived this civilly?
I don't know. It's hard to know. Good question.
What do you mean?
Like, well, because like this is a classroom discussion that was very simple and we kind of get to inclusion really easily. Most of the time it ends up in a big war, revolt, or revolution.
I thought you meant civil as the United States was founded.
Oh,
It's
no,
like this
that's-
is our-
But the United States was very secretive, though.
Yeah.
The United States was-
You know, they basically disobeyed their directive and did it secretly. I mean, you know, the French started peacefully, but it
How
didn't,
well did it work?
you know, that didn't work out. You know,
Well, just 'cause
I
that's,
mean, you can look at Japan and Germany, but we kind of forced that on them. England it just evolved over the years. I mean, I don't know. That's a good question.
what do you think about just the general things going on in the world today? So like, I think right now the Ukraine's having a really crazy thing going on as far as power goes in their country.
But yeah, but how much is Russia causing problems there?
Well,
You know?
after World War II, Russia's caused an outrageous amount of problems everywhere as far as government
Yeah, in Russia, it feels, you can cut it off, but